Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Monaghan here. This is going to be a video about how to connect to the online face-to-face sessions using the Collaborate tool if you are accessing from a computer or a laptop. So in the online learning package that we sent home to families, there is some instructions about how to connect to eLearn or the Blackboard tool. It's much the same if you're going to be using Collaborate, so you're starting in that same place. So you want to open up a web browser, and you can just search your eLearn, and it's the first link that comes up there. So clicking on that, you will need to log in with your school username and password. It's exactly the same that you use on the computers at school. From there, you can see the courses that you are logged into, and it's the ones where you are the student. As a teacher, I'm going to click on one where it says it's an instructor, but it is exactly the same thing. So it's changing it here to student view so you can see what I'm showing, what you would normally see. You are going to need to click on the left hand side here in these options, either on a tools link, or your teacher may have created a specific link that takes you straight to the Collaborate tool. So it might be called Blackboard Collaborate or Collaborate Sessions. So within this course that I have access to, I'm clicking on Tools, and then within that, there is the Blackboard Collaborate link. Here you can see all the sessions that are scheduled. So that is where you get to the sessions that are scheduled for the course that you are enrolled in. Once you get to here, you will need to look to find the one for your teacher and then click on that link. It will then take you to the page where you have a Join Room button. I'll just quickly exit this student preview so I have access to my own session, and then I can show you what that looks like. So clicking on the session, when it's active, you will see a purple button show up. If you have gone to this page in advance to see what it looks like, you may notice that the purple button is not there, and that when you click on the link, this Join Room button is also not there. It's because you are too early and the session hasn't opened yet. So this is the page that you are trying to get to, the page for the room details with the time and start and finish times and the Join Room button. What you might also find is that your teacher has taken that initial navigation out of the equation for you. They're trying to make things simpler for you, and they might actually just send you a link for this exact page, and they might email it to you. So you can click on the link and it takes you straight to this page, which is very helpful, of course. So once you do get to here, the thing you need to do is click on the Join Room button, and you'll notice down the bottom here very quickly it flashed up with a down arrow showing that it was downloading a file. You may have it pop up with a little tool or bar down the bottom here allowing you to click directly onto that file. If it doesn't, you can go up to the top right hand corner here, click on this button here to get to a download section. On this page, you're then clicking on this meeting.collab file. You can see here in brackets it says 24. That means that I've downloaded this file 24 times through my testing and running my own sessions. If you ignore the first couple and perhaps download it or hit the Join Room button a couple of times, you might find that your number starts to go up as well. It doesn't matter, it won't affect the use of that file at all, so you're just clicking on that. Once it opens that file, it goes through this initial process. The very first time you make this connection, you will need to download the actual program or Collaborate tool, which can take some time. So just be patient and let that process happen. You'll then get to this pop-up window here, and you actually need to click on the Run button. So that makes the program start to work on your computer. Then this starts up to show that it's loading and actually working the program. You can see here that's still going through connecting. Okay, so extra pop-up that I got there says it wasn't working. It seems to actually be okay. The other thing you might also have pop up another little window. Sometimes it comes up asking for a connection speed. The default one that it comes up with, cable/DSL, is perfectly fine to leave that as. You just click OK. The other thing it might ask you to do is to put in a login name. You need to make sure you use your normal school username. or the name that you're registered with at school. So this is me now in the session, and I'm ready to participate. Some quick features that I can show you on the left-hand side here. This is where your teacher's web camera will show up. This shows the participants within the classroom and has some extra features across here that the teacher has control of. And then this chat window. In this session that I'm showing you here, mine has been moved over to the side, but your teacher might perhaps have it sandwiched in that side there as well. So access to the chat window and access to the whiteboard in the middle are all under the control of the teacher, so you need to make sure that you're following instructions and participating in an appropriate manner, and then answering questions and asking questions when it fits. So that sort of covers all those sorts of tools. If at any point you have any problems with this process, just make sure you're patient. Go back, watch this video again. There's also a PDF with instructions, and also talk to some of the people, your friends within the class that you are in. If you have people in the class that you know who are in the session already, it's good to make contact with them and ask them questions about how they managed to get through, get them to coach you through that process if you want. But of course you can also make contact with your teacher, emailing them to let them know that you are trying, possibly letting them know what point you are up to, what problem you're having, or sending a screenshot is also very helpful for your teacher so that they can respond to you, give you some information to troubleshoot any problems you're having, but at least to just acknowledge that you are trying, which is really great. It's always important to stay in contact with your teacher. Thanks for watching this video. Good luck in your connections, and hope you have a really good time participating in this online learning with the rest of your class and your teachers. The sessions that I've run so far have all been really positive, which is great to see. Thanks, guys.